ミラ藤原先生によるマイ・ライフ・イン・ジャパンのご講演をお願いしたいと思います。
少なくてもいいです。ちょっと顔見えない方がいい。Well, kidding aside, I'd like to thank you for having me, and this is my honor to stand in front of you, all, well, stunning ladies. Stunning means glowing, wonderful, beautiful. Yes. Do you want to say thank you to me? Yeah, you're welcome. And for awesome gentlemen. ちょっと聞き間違ったらおっさんになるから。Awesome is really very gentleman and very elegant people. Thank you so much for inviting me. I told some ladies here a while ago that I was so nervous because it's been a long time that I didn't have a chance to speak in front of people, and especially the tradition here. So whatever happens to me, if I fell down, please help me. Yeah, and today, of course, this is my character. Each of you know that I'm a cheerful and I'm a very joyful person. And truly, I am. Yeah. But for a long time ago, I was not. So maybe some of you who don't know me yet, okay, so maybe I can speak Janglish, okay? Japanese and English mix. Because I said Japanese, English, mix, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really nervous now, so I can't speak very seriously. And a while ago, honestly, to be honest, and Dr. Nietzsche spoke here with very intellectual speech. And, honestly, I became sleepy because very intellectual, but this is very beneficial. And very essential for all of us because we are aging, and not only aging, but for all people now, this situation of COVID-19, not only COVID-19, but we're all aging. This is very essential speech. Thank you, Dr. Michelle. May I say something to you, sir?
Sure.
Yeah. You look better now. さっきの写真より今の方がかっこいい。私はそう思いますよ。Well, of course, yeah, you were cool at the time, but for me, yeah, and in person, yes. And Mr. Ogawa, don't you think that I'm so photogenic here? Photogenic means 写真の方がいい。You're a good photographer. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And first of all, I would like to start my speech with my song to all of you. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your tenderness. Thank you for your smile. Thank you for your love. Thank you for everything. まださよならじゃないですよ。これからですからね。その次がさよならの代わりに。でもまだ始まったばかりなので、まださよならはいません。Yes. Okay. So I came here in Japan 3 decades ago, 30 years ago. And at the time, I was a college student when I came here. And even now, I never imagined that I will become an English teacher. I'm tagged as an English teacher. Mila is called English teacher, which I was not. My course was journalism in Philippines. And I studied at Philippine Women's University in Philippines, and journalism was my course. But I love reporting. So maybe you noticed that I love joking, I love talking with people, and I love reporting, and that's my line. Teaching is not. でもどうしてティーチャーになったかわかりません。Yeah, but this is my bread and butter. This is my bread and butter. パンとバターじゃなくて、bread and butter はこれが私の生活、収入はここから出てきてるんで、bread and butter. Wow, gorgeous. Yeah, so and I was poor, of course. Everybody that Philippines is a poor country. So, well, a long time ago, maybe that was 20 or 30 years ago, and if I asked, what do you imagine about Philippines? And some people answer me, oh, Philippines go banana. But some people who care, Philippines is a poor country, hot country. Yes, it is. And I am, yes, poor. So I couldn't finish my college at the time. And I had still 1 year. あと1年で卒業するはずだったんですけど。But my family migrated to Canada. So, and I have no parents. My father and my mother passed away. So only my eldest sister, so maybe like your age here, 多分同じ年齢だと思うんです。私のお姉さん。So, and at that time, we were poor and we had no enough money for my schooling. So I intended to come to Japan. And I worked as an entertainer. And with a band, I was the vocalist. さっきの歌納得してないですかSorry. I'm just making my emotion right now because I'm so nervous and my knees now are trembling. 今膝が震えてるので今ジョークでHaru! No. Yeah, it's true. So that's why that is my medium of getting salary. So if I work here in Japan for even 6 months, then I can continue my college as what I thought. But that was a failure because you know what? 30 years ago, my salary as an entertainer, as a singer, 1ヶ月で1万円でした。Yes, and one day my food allowance was 300 yen. So every day cup ramen, instant ramen. Yes, that's true. それはタレントの生活でした。Then one day, I was singing in the resort with my band. I was singing and playing the piano and the drum and so very joyful and very jolly. And a man came, and that's my husband. Yeah, his friend celebrated that. I don't remember anymore whose birthday party was that. But that man and that group, heard and listened to my song. And I forgot what I sang that time actually, but the promoter, the manager, they asked us to sing enka or even Japanese songs, which we don't know the meaning. We just sang, just sing it, but we don't know really actually the meaning. 意味全然わかりませんでした。その歌ってた演歌とか。And for me the time 演歌なんか猫が泣いてるみたいにBut later on, if I go to karaoke and I used to sing enka, 帰ってこいよ やっと意味分かったんですよ。日本語が。And then, well, in that 6 months period of my contract here in Fukuyama, and he escorted me, my husband. Oh, kind of said, you know my husband? Yeah? Oh, bad man. Yeah, so when he escorted me, and I had second thought, so do I have to continue my schooling, or do I have to tie the knot with this man? And so I decided, so without knowing the culture and tradition of Japanese people, and I decided, yes, to marry him. And that's the start of my love story. Love story or my destiny? Yeah, so you know that we foreign people can't get married in Japan. And that's the law. 外国人は、まずその外国人の国に結婚して、また外国人は日本に、来たらまたそれを籍を入れるだけです。And the time, my visa was almost 6 months and 6 months and 6 months. You know, we cannot extend it for long. Always 6 months. And wow, if you thought about how do you call long-term resident visa, it took really a long time. And so I asked Mr. Ichikawa to support me for my naturalization, but unluckily it didn't work. So maybe it wasn't for me. Yes.
But at the time you finally failed.
Yeah. So maybe it's not for me.
Yeah.
Well, that time, okay, so to make it short, Fujiwara and me got married, without knowing each other. He doesn't know about Philippines culture and tradition, and I don't know about Japanese lives, I just want to stay here. I just want to live here. I just wanted to enjoy the luxury life. That's honest. ちょっと贅沢の生活をしたかったので、日本人と一緒に結婚した。だって月に1万円ですよね。What can we buy for that? But if you bring that to Philippines, it's a big amount. それをフィリピンに持って帰ったら大きいんですけど、でも if you work here in Japan, maybe 50,000 yen I can earn monthly. 5万円でも月にもらったら大きいじゃないですか。And so I decided to get married. Yes. Well, I thought that was and then not in Yamate. Now you know that I'm residing at Yamate, but not before. I lived in Matsunaga the time. So when I first came there and lived there, so of course many neighbors are very curious about me. あそこ嫁が外人でね、みんなが外人白人と思ってるよね。そしたら Oh my God, when I first, after 6 months of contract in Philippines, so we should go back to our country because that's working visa only. So if we change that into marital status, so we come back. でもフィリピンは暑い国ですから、もう私真っ黒だったんですよ。And that was March when I came back. March はフィリピンには40度まで上がるんですよ。でなくてももう絶対真っ黒になるんですよ。Now, thank you, Kanebo. I became white. And my complexion. So now, at present, many people, if I don't speak, Japanese people, maybe this is Japanese. 間違えるんですよ。私が日本人。でも、ちょっと喋ったら、なるんですよ。いや、今ハローズでもですね、なんか本当に日本語って very difficult. So I really understand how your effort about speaking and understanding English 今だ私も日本語はね、after 30 years まだまだたくさんありますよね。Like for example, so in your matter, 今日の私は町内会長でした。Wow, a big responsibility. Yeah. Then my neighbor came. 新築の家が建ててきました。したら、藤原さんって言って、つまらないものなんですが、どうぞ受け取ってください。つまらないなら持ち込むな待てろSo many Japanese like that. Yes. 夫婦でもAnd international marriages has a lot of miscommunication. I'm telling you. 今だ夫婦喧嘩多いです。Yes. So a few years ago, my father-in-law passed away, and he called me. And you know what? I don't understand why Japanese men call your wives oh my. Why? We have names. Yeah, but you say, まだイントネーションが可愛かったら、お前って言ったら許すんですけど、おにゃーって言ったら、それはもう勝つくんですよ。And my husband is that. Yes, and you really feel that men are stronger than women. So, sometimes maybe for Japanese women it's forgivable. But for us, for foreigner, 私の方が今強いから、あんたとは言うんですけどね。But sometimes really it's very, very difficult to understand. So he called me up. Oh man, juice 持ってきて。I rushed to Harrods. And I bought many juice. Then I went to Matsunaga funeral parlor. I don't know the name, Ishii, something like that, the name. And then it was very heavy with 2 packs of juice. And he said he wasn't happy. おめえ、ジュースじゃない、ジュースだよって言われる。どうか違うないや、ジュースとかね、じゃんかい。お前はおみゃって言われるんだよね。So even now we have a lot of miscommunication. それだから喧嘩するよりは話の方がいい。Yes, but we have children. We have children, so it can help to have a communication together. So one time my daughter came back, Mommy, and she said, "Oh, なんとか痛い." So my daughter said, 乳首が痛いの? そしたら my husband heard. いやほんま頭が悪いか耳が悪いかわからんわと my husband said. なんて言ったの? 突き指。でも私は乳首が痛いって言った。どうして痛いの? もう子供も巻いたなって。And so for myself, okay, I'm not Japanese, I'm not Japanese. So how about you? You're Japanese. I asked my husband. ちょっとテスティングをしました。My husband. Okay? So listen carefully. Do you have lice? If you are, what do you answer? What do you answer? Sugar. You're my student. Answer me.
Yes, I have.
Oh my God! Listen carefully. Do you have a lice? Lice. I didn't say rice. Lice. Doctor, you know lice? Difficult. Lice is 神の知らぬ Yeah. So if you just hear Japanese people, it's R and L. Oh, lucky you. Yeah, no. It's just a test. You see? So that's the intonation, the accent, the pronunciation is very difficult for me. 箸、どこが違う I don't know. Yes. So, you know, it's just a matter of understanding. It took time. It took time for me, really. So, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, at first, they didn't accept me. Yes. So it was really very sad and very tight and very, very heavy for me that time. So in front of me, my dad-san and my husband, どこで拾ったの? 私こんな美しい人どこで拾ったの? Yeah. And my skin color was brown, you know, and they're different from you, or maybe the time it was black. So my mother-in-law, she loved joking or really serious. Oh, 黒人系と言われたんですよ。黒人系何かな? I didn't understand because I was black that time. Really, thank you. 資生堂カネボ。今ちょっとジャパニーズみたいになったんですけどね。豆腐食べる。だからちょっと白くなった。Yeah, it's really very, very serious. That time I had a very, very difficult time. I had many, misunderstandings and a lot of tears. 毎日泣きましたね。So in my neighborhood in Matsunaga too, so my husband has 2 daughters. みんな平気にいましたね。ほら見てみ、離婚する。うまくいくもんか、外人と日本人がね。So maybe that makes me challenging. That makes me maybe more, stronger. Because I wanted to show them. I wanted to prove to everybody that no, I'm different. So it's you, it's me. みんなそれぞれ違う。Yeah, even Japanese or, nationality, regardless of nationalities or regardless of anything, we are different from each other. Yes. 私もびっくりしましたよね。ジャパニーズって納豆食べれない人もいますよね。Yeah. How about people here? You all eat natto? Cindy, can you eat?
I love natto.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so after those days, so my family loves sashimi, and at first I couldn't. なんで生食べる? とか。ステーキ。血がまだ出てるのに、No, I can't eat it. It's, rare. I couldn't. But now, after, maybe 10 years ago, I could eat all, but except, but 以外、納豆、高野豆腐。Yeah. Don't you think, Jennifer, it's just like sponge? Sponge みたいでしょ? だからダメよ。Yeah, the foods and everything, now I can eat all, so 3つだけ日本に嫌いですね。納豆、冬、あと私の旦那さん。もう名字がね、変えれるんだったら藤原はね、もう本当に今だ。It's very embarrassing. It's very humiliating. Kanji is very difficult for me. Yes. So it's my handicap. But last year, I tried to take the test for Sankyu, and I passed. 受かったんですよ、リーダ先生。Congratulations は？Congratulations は？Thank you this time, I passed it. Yes, so in my life here in Japan, I will never give up. I will never give up. And now, my goal, my agenda in my life, here in Fukuyama, there are about 800 Filipinos here in Fukuyama. alone, not in Onomichi, only in Fukuyama. And the number one number of the foreigners here are Vietnamese. I can't do for them, but for Filipino people, for the Filipino community here, I'm here. I'm always standing with them to help, to support. Because you know, in my life, I have you. None to you. 幸せでしょ、私は。こんなに仲間がいっぱいある。But another Filipino, miserable. Yeah. They don't have any friends. They don't have jobs. They don't have any eligibility at all. 何もない。みんなただ来て実習生だろう、結婚してるだろうとか。And unfortunately, I'm telling you this. 国際結婚の100人の人いれば90は不幸。A nice reaction. 本当です。So not 10 people maybe are happy. Yeah, because they really show the best. They really do the best to show and to communicate with Japanese. So I think that's the best medium. Yeah, to deal with Japanese. それが問題なんですよ。この外国人は引き込むんですよ。私の習慣、私のトラディション、私の国。No, we should grow up. And we should deal with many Japanese. どっちにしても Japanese が一番身近にいる。And I think the closest people who will help. But 残念、旦那さんたちの方が奥さんたちをポイする。さっきのゴミじゃないんですけど。ポイ。いや、本当、もうit's a very sad and it's a very disappointing story. That's why some people, some Filipinos here bear to stand with their husbands. 我慢する。旦那さんと嫌でも、侮辱のされても、いじめられても我慢する。Why? We need visa. And we have children. And we have to keep the relationship. ビザがない、旦那さんのサポートがない、旦那さんの、そういうガラントシップの入管行ったら、日本人いない ?Okay, you go back to your country. いなかったら私たちは帰るんですよ。How strict, you know? So now still, so you know what? In this group, FF, Friendship Force. フォースってフォースよね。でも、it may be related with my group. My Filipino group's name too is カイナ先生覚えてる？覚えてる1000円あげる。何ですか？ F O. Yeah, and even now, even at present situation, many Japanese don't know what does it mean. Minasan, F-O, Fukuyama, Fuchu, Onomichi desu ka? No! Tashikani, it's right, it's F-O, but no, it's Filipino, our nationality. 私たちの国籍フィリピノ、friendship, organization, 仲間ですね。And fortunately, I organized this group 25 years ago. That time, Kande-san invited me to Kindai. That time, yeah. で、その時はこの FFO はもういろんな学校、いろんな公民館、いろんなコミュニティセンターにすごい活躍。And the time here, this Rose Komu, and we started to have Nihongo Kyoisu. Because many Filipino, not only Filipino, maybe many foreigners living here don't know or can't speak Japanese fluently. So even like me, you know, so what I know, I just share with my friend. But sometimes it's difficult, like this. My friend asked me, お姉さん、 よかったお姉さん、お母さんじゃない。お姉さん、お姉さん。彼女は老人ホームで働いてるんですね、駅屋で。そしたら、こういう歌が聞いたんですけどね。うさぎがおいしい。ラビットおいしい？うさぎおいしい？ We don't know, but all the people used to sing ふるさと。でもそのフレーズだけ、うさぎがおいしいっていうのは、ジャパニーズうさぎ食べるの？いいじゃないかね。このね、いろんな国に、昔はなんか野良犬、野良猫、いっぱい亡くなってるじゃない？ねえ。まあそれは言わないよ、誰が取ったのか。でもそれも食べとったんですよ。だからうさぎでも食べれるというのは食べれるんですけど、その友達はびっくりしましたね。うん、で、お姉さん、金魚から大根もらった。金魚から金魚じゃなくて近所からなんですよ。Yeah, from the neighborhood, and she received a radish, but 金魚。そうなんですよ。で、もう一人のフィリピンの友達って、she is from Cebu, you know, and Cebuano and we have different intonation. 同じフィリピン人ですけど、喋り方も違う。わあ、日本の生活ってエロエロだね。エロエロ What do you mean? You speak in English. あ、正しい人がいろいろ。それがエロエロ。ああ、そういう。だから、we live every day in our life, you know, by intonation or by speaking, not kanji. But I will never give up. Yes. 私さっきですね、本当に膝が震えてたんですけど、喋れないわと思ってたんですけど、喋り出したら止まらないね。Oh, no. I have to end up here. 本当に、まあ、途中なんですけど、Now, what I want to tell you is just thank you, people, for accepting me. So that's my mission. To tell to my friends, to many foreigners here, please go out, make friends, make Japanese friends, love your family, your Japanese family. Someday they will accept you like me. Yeah, my daughters, hara chigai, 2 daughters. 合ってますか、日本語? Yeah, okay, but they love me. Mommy, いつも Mommy. Yes. So I think that's my treasure. それが私の宝物です。で、皆さんも私の宝物です。私の力。You're my strength. Yes, and maybe forever. Yes, I'll stand with you. Yes. More, I want to finish my talk at this end because Mr. Ikeda no. Thank you so much.
I was a judge of beauty pageant. I'll give you a photogenic prize.
Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah. Stunning ladies. Yeah. Twinkle. Yes, that's the stunning. Thank you, Mr. Ikeda.
質問時間もありますので、ミラ藤原先生にご質問のある方は、どうぞ質問してください。
あ、質問クエスチョンありますか？
はい。時間あります。
But you know what, Mr. Ikeda? This is the portion I don't like. In many going guys here. Oh, 質問ありますか？という感じなんですよね。So, Kimberly asked me one question.
質問しろって。
Yeah, Margaret, please.
日本へ来て日本語を
んが言う日本語は喋れるようになりました。
Actually, Margaret, you know, I love talking with people. I love talking and communicating with people. So I always watch news. Yes. My husband likes 韓国ドラマとか、中国ドラマとか。そしたら私が電話でと話したら、そしたら、my husband うるさいよ、お前聞こえる。わかるかな、So always fighting, but on TV, I watch TV. So I learned Japanese. I never had any formal education. 日本語学校行ったことないです。Just people. Just people. Yes. Yeah,
私は同じ山手に住んで、皆さんの。
Oh, really?
でね、あなたの家族愛、もう本当にね、それこそ腹違いの娘さんと、ものすごくいいね、リレーションシップで、もういつも感激してます。What do you tell me? Any useful tips?
I don't have any tips, but when I came here 30 years ago, my Japanese was poor, but I just only hugged them because communication and language were very, very few, and I don't know how to communicate well. The only thing that I did is that hug. Yeah, kiss only. Yeah. でもしないよ。Never. Even now. But now, because we have COVID-19, so we cannot have any touching or connecting or anything like hugging, kissing. But maybe you know the tradition. My country is Philippines, and we are very passionate people. So even friends or first time, すぐhug. だからすぐ転んだよ。But that time, 30 years ago, thinking, my children, you know, 方言だからね、方言もっとわからない。だからもうwhen I look at the dictionary, and I couldn't find. 何喋ってる？ジャケ。だからもうこれはもう本当ハグしかない。
旦那様とは？
旦那さんは昔あったよ。今は家庭にないべきよ。Honestly, ここだけに言いますけど、maybe we don't love each other, but my appreciation, 私の感謝は死ぬまであります。Every day, 離婚したらいいと思いますけど、but my appreciation, why I'm here, and why I can do what I want to do, is because he understands me. Everything, you know? So that's only my appreciation. 感謝だけです。多分みんなの奥さんも一緒ですよ。多分一緒ですよ、みんな。年取ったらね、本当にもう、ラブっていうよりも感謝でしょ。Any question? No? Oh, how about you, Jennifer? I'm really very glad to meet you today. Yeah, stunning. No question? 多分笑うの疲れたよね。
いや、楽しかった。
ありがとうございます。And you know what, Jennifer? Even at the school, このままです、学校では。
そうです。
ホームルームティーチャーはつまらない。本当につまらないんですよ、学校の先生は。子供は、先生、今日ね、そういう勉強じゃないよって言うんですよ、子供は。ごめんなさい、先生
I'm talking now with the current situation now, because most of the teachers now have not enough time, no extra time to deal with children. 十分な時間ないです、子供たちともっとね、ハグしたりとか、会話をしたりとか。でも子供はしゃべりたい。But me, I always have ears for them. で、それと日本語を覚える。子供たちの。I think, oh sorry.
皆さん、外国人がね、日本人と結婚したら、オートマティカリーに日本の国籍が取れるのかと思ったら違うんだね。
No. Yeah. So first 6 months. 6 months. And then I had 3 years for my 6 months visa. And then when my daughter was born, then I got 3 years. 子供できたら3年。Yeah. 永住権もらったのは maybe about 15 years ago.
But not naturalization.
Oh, I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible. Yes. 何回も言ったんですけどね、本業とか一番聞かれたのは、生活は安定されてますか？ Oh, you're relying on the salary? You're relying on, how to live? So not with a person or, the livelihood here. Money. もう安定な生活じゃないとならないです。だから藤原と結婚できないんですよ。いやいや、永住権もらってるから大丈夫です。もうI have grandchildren and I have children, so now I'm fulfilled. I can't ask anything for more. 十分です。本当にこれ正直な話なんですけど、私は I'm ready to die. 今死んでもいいです。But コロナで死にたくない。いや本当です。I don't want to die alone. I don't want to die alone. Because if you die with corona and you enter the hospital with your full body, but when you left the hospital, we are ash. Ash. 死にたくない。ash ははい。ここのはいじゃなくてはい。それも難しいんですよね。はいとかね、difficult. So I don't want to die with coronavirus. だから皆さん本当に気をつけましょう。本当に皆さんまたどこでまたいつかまた会いたいです。本当にもうあと100年生きてください。Mr. said okay?
Thank you very much.